This was not a good, not a very good, but a great episode of One Piece. I haven't enjoyed One Piece like I enjoyed this episode in quite some time. This episode definitely gave a lot. It gave you some action, it gave you some jokes, it advanced things, and it introduced a little bit more. So let's start off, first of all, that Doflamingo scene. Best part of the episode for me anyway. I think that it was just structured very nicely. It showcased pretty much his connection to Virgo and as well as his connection to Law and everything, and it was just strung along beautifully. That character that was attacking him, Baby 5, looked beast as well. The way it was animated, the animation in this episode, very good as well. Not, perfect or anything like that, not amazing, but it was very good, the animation, and just overall the animation in general for every scene was just pretty top notch. It was very good animation. Now, the stuff with Doflamingo, when they first introduced it, it looked beautiful and everything. And then just to see, he's lounging there. This just showcases how strong this guy really is. He's lounging there while he's getting attacked and, on the phone like nothing's happening. That was some beastly shit, and I really enjoyed that part. It was just a great scene and a great addition to see other stuff that's going on around the New World and the connections and everything. And Doflamingo, he's sending out his hitmans on that Law. Speaking of Law, he reached the SAD room. So with this whole SAD room thing, it's really a big deal. Somebody's going to have to come and stop Law because who knows what the hell he's going to do. And that was just, again, another development in the episode, something that progressed as well. He got to the SAD room, and Law is planning some sick shit to do in that room. Then action again, Luffy versus Monet. Oh, we find out that Monet ate the snow fruit, which means that she was already a harpy, or maybe she was experimented on and turned into a harpy, but regardless of what, that's so she's a harpy, and she has the snow fruit powers, and the fight between her and Luffy was looking beast as well. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, Luffy's gonna kick her ass. Luffy got the Conqueror's Haki and whatnot, but it's still looking like a pretty decent match, and it's Monet is a beast chick. She ain't one to be fucked around with. So it's, again, proving pretty much that this Monet chick is a threat, a serious threat. She got a decent power, and she's a freaking harpy for crying out loud. So the action in that one was definitely just good shit. Good shit. And overall, just everything about this episode, there was very few things that I was just kind of was irrelevant and not necessary. I mean, some of the jokes I didn't really care for, but I guess that's just them trying to add in comedy with the whole thing with Brook and, when the dragon, before the actual dragon started attacking them and whatnot, I felt like it was, again, something very repetitive of them talking. So that was probably one of the few things about the episode that I wasn't keen on. I felt was unnecessary. But then when the dragon attacks, you get to learn a little bit, even with actions, not with much words, but with little actions, you get to see exactly what Kinemon is about and how he kind of has grudges against dragons because he goes in on him, and even when it's done, he just keeps on, So it really shows you he has a personal grudge against something to do with dragons, and it really, brings up curiosity, this Kinemon guy, he's very interesting and very mysterious. That was some good stuff as well. Bit of mystery in the episode. And then the episode, the whole thing with Momonosuke, he pretty much went into another room. If you recall, that's the name of Kinemon's son. So it's we're about to see him soon as well. Very good episode, man. I'm just great episode. I'm not going to lie. I give this episode 9 out of 10. Very few minuscule things that I just felt wasn't really great. We didn't have a big development or anything to push it to that perfect thing. But 9 out of 10, great stuff. It was great stuff, honestly. It was just, the animation was there. We had some fighting. The Doflamingo scene, pretty much bringing in more characters in there. We saw a little bit of Dressrosa. Dressrosa looks actually gorgeous. It looked really good. I like the way the art was and everything. Look at that. Such a good episode. My damn hoodie fell off while I was talking. But yeah, 9 out of 10, very good episode. Great episode. 9 out of 10 is great. Very good is 8. So 9 out of 10, great episode. Let me know what you think, first of all, that Doflamingo scene. What do you think? What do you think about that girl that was attacking him, Baby 5? To me, she looked beast, and I'm excited. I like her powers. She was just transforming her arms into weapons, and the animation of it just looked freaking gorgeous when it was happening. Well, not gorgeous, no. It looked very good when it was happening, the animation. Because I give the animation around 8.5 out of 10 on a very good scale. But what do you think about her, and what do you think about this whole thing that Kinemon seemingly has a grudge against that dragon when he just started kicking the shit out of him? Ooh, what are you doing? And before I leave, quickly mention the whole thing with Chopper and the giant babies. It seemed as though he went into Monster Point. That means that because he kind of looked like he was losing his cool in a way, I don't know if it was just that the way it was structured and the way it was showcased, but it kind of looked like he lost his cool. So that means he had to have been, if he's not in his right mind, he had to have been in Monster Point for over 5 minutes. Because if I'm correct, he stated previously that he can be in control of Monster Point for up to 5 minutes. So if he is out of control, which is hard to tell because he had like the giant baby on his shoulder, but then you didn't see his pupils and he was just going crazy. So it's like, is he actually in control? Really makes you think. It's like, okay, then if he's not, then he's been in this form for over 5 minutes, and it was just a crazy scene nonetheless with those kids. It's just like, Chopper has his hands full. Baby Daddy Chopper. I'm just saying, great episode. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for that Doflamingo Dressrosa Baby 5 scene, because that shit just got me hyping. Again, this is one of the most enjoyable episodes of One Piece for me personally in a really long time, and I've kind of been noticing the One Piece anime has been improving a bit in recent weeks and whatnot. And this episode is just, again, another showcase of that. I'm Neverworld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.